What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go over my WWE Raw review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video, or go live on YouTube every Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And let's get started. Now, Monday Night Raw was a 4.5, and that's all I gotta say. It was a decent show, but I give it a 4.5. It says WWE Raw kicks off with a clip of Cody Rhodes arriving to the arena and being attacked by Brock Lesnar. Cody is thrown into the equipment as Brock Lesnar yells at him, telling him to fight. Cody is leaning on the garage door, and Brock Lesnar slams a steel barrier onto Cody's left hand as Cody screams in pain. Okay, we cut live to the arena, and Paul Heyman is standing in the ring. He introduced himself as he says he had nothing to do with the attack that was just shown. He can testify to and say that is only an example of what Cody is in for at Night of Champions when he attempts to slay the beast. Paul Heyman says he understands how this special appearance on Raw last week was so well received. He has been inviting back again this week to enlighten everyone. He says there are three main events at Night of Champions, capped off by the historic battle in which Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will lose the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions back to the Bloodline. Paul Heyman says with the Usos watching proud at home, the the new tag team champions will be Solo and the Tribal Chief, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman says, for the final time before Night of Champions, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Kevin's Owen music hits, and out comes Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Paul Heyman leaves the ring as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn walk down to a pop from the crowd. Sami Zayn asks where Paul Heyman went. He must think they have a score to settle after what he did last week, but they feel pretty good. Sami Zayn says they are heading into the biggest title match they could have against Solo and Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn says this is important to him, but he already said everything there is to say to Roman Reigns' face. Kevin Owens says a few weeks ago, Roman Reigns dedicated the win he thinks they will have against them to the Wild Samoans. He says he will like to dedicate their win at Night of Champions to the true pillars of the bloodline, Jimmy and Jay Uso. Sami Zayn tells him that it's at Night of Champions, but they have business tonight. Imperial music hits, and out they comes. Imperial gets on a ring apron and surrounds the ring as Matt Riddle runs to the ring and joins Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Imperium backs off as Gunther tells them all to leave. Imperium runs back down to the ring, but Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle throw Caster and Vinci to the outside. It takes all three of them to throw Gunther over the top rope and to the outside of the ring. So we go to commercial break. Byron Saxton is backstage, and he says it is not clear if Cody will be able to compete at Night of Champions. Adam Pearce walks in and says he is still being evaluated and is still seen by the doctor. Byron Saxton says there are rumors that Cody has a broken arm, as Adam Pearce tells him he is still being evaluated. So we get Ricochet versus Bronson Reed. And this match right here was I might as well say this match right here was it was just solid match. The bell rings, we are underway. Bronson Reed chased Ricochet, but Ricochet being hit him with kicks and right hands. Ricochet with a basement drop kick. Ricochet runs to the ropes and hits Bronson Reed with a kick to the side of the head. And Bronson Reed is down to one knee. Ricochet with right hands, but Bronson Reed with a big splash, followed by an elbow. Ricochet rolls Rhodes to the outside of the ring, and Bronson Reed with a shoulder tackle as he jumps off the ring apron. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Bronson Reed with a Samoan drop. He goes for the cover, but Ricochet kicks out. Ricochet on the ring apron as Bronson Reed grabs him, but Ricochet hangs him up on the top rope. Ricochet back in the ring and a drop kick onto Bronson Reed's knee. Right hand by Ricochet, followed by a knee to the face. A super kick by Ricochet, followed by another kick. A standing shooting star by Ricochet. He goes for the cover, but Bronson Reed kicks out. Ricochet with a moonsault off the second rope. Ricochet with the kick in a right hand as Bronson Reed gets to his feet. Ricochet goes for a kick, but Bronson Reed with a big punch onto Ricochet's leg, and Bronson Reed clotheslines him to the outside of the ring. Bronson Reed on the ring apron. He runs and jumps, but Ricochet hits him with a knee to the face. Ricochet throws Bronson Reed back into the ring. Ricochet goes to jump off the top rope, but Bronson Reed trips him up. Bronson Reed with a splash in the corner, followed by a power slam. Bronson Reed climbs to the top rope, and Bronson Reed hits him with the tsunami. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Bronson Reed. That was a solid match. Captain Kelly is backstage with Apollo Crews. He tells her he hopes Cody is fine, but he is excited to be back. In comes Dominic and Rhea Ripley. Dominic tells Kathy that this is Rhea's interview time, as she tells him this is Apollo's interview time. Dominic asks her who that is, regard to Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews tells Dominic that he is everything Dominic wishes he was. Dominic tells Kathy that this is Mommy's interview time. Rhea begins to talk and tells Natalia that she will retain her title at Night of Champions. Apollo Crews calls Rhea Ripley and apologizes as he tells her that this is his interview time. Dominic cuts him off as Apollo Crews asks him what he will do about it. Rhea Ripley says Dominic will beat him up as Apollo Crews says he cannot wait to see that, and that sets up a match. So we go to commercial break. In a pre-recorded sit-down interview, Seth Rollins tells Corey Graves that he will defeat AJ Styles at Night of Champions to become the champion. That was a good interview by Seth Rollins. I love that. That was a good interview. I enjoyed that. Finn Balor and Damian Priest are backstage as Finn is preparing for his match against Shinsuke Nakamura tonight. In comes Baron as Damian Priest tells him that he is interrupting Finn's preparation. Finn Balor tells Baron that Nakamura will pay for what he did last week. So we go to commercial break. So we get Candice LeRae versus Zoe Starks. This match right here, this was a quick match. The bell rings, we are underway. Zoe starts with right hands and kick into Candice. She throws Candice in the corner and hits her with kicks. Zoe starts with a suplex followed by a knee to the face. She goes for the cover, but Candice LeRae kicks out. Right hands by Zoe Starks in the middle of the ring. A headlock by Zoe Starks. As Nikki Cross runs down to the ring and tries to encourage Candice, still in a headlock. Candice with a jawbreaker. A drop kick by Candice and Zoe Starks in the corner. Candice with a snap mirror as Zoe Starks rolls onto the ring apron. Candice with a drop kick. Zoe falls to the outside. Candice with a splash off the second rope onto Zoe Starks. She throws Zoe Starks back into the ring. Nikki Cross grabs Candice and hugs her as Zoe Starks pushes them both into the ring steps. Zoe Starks throws Candice back into the ring. She hits her with the Z360. She goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Zoe Starks. That was a quick match. Commercial break. Byron Saxton is backstage with Mustafa Ali. He asks him about his upcoming match for the Intercontinental title against Gunther at Night of Champions. Ali says he can do this. This is too much real for him. He says he has been dreaming about this since he was a kid, dreaming about being a champion. But if you look back at his career, he hasn't come close to that. It has been failure after failure, and no one believes he can defeat Gunther and becoming champion. As he is talking, Brock Lesnar passed by him and tells him to get a life kit. Brock Lesnar walks through the curtain and walks down to the ring as his music plays. Brock Lesnar asks the crowd what they want to talk about as they boo him. He says he will boo Cody too. Unfortunately, Cody will not be out there tonight. He says Cody will not be fighting Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions on Saturday either. As he laughs, he tells them not to worry because Brock Lesnar will not let them down. Brock Lesnar issues an open challenge for anyone back there to fight him at Night of Champions. Brock Lesnar says all they have to do is walk out and step up to Brock Lesnar as he stands in the middle of the ring. Cody comes out with his arm in a sling. Adam Pearce and WWE officials are speaking with Cody as he walks down. The fans chant Cody and he gets in the ring. Cody removes the sling and the ice. Brock Lesnar takes off his hat, and both men fight. Cody fighting with one hand as Brock Lesnar gets Cody's arm in an arm lock. Brock Lesnar tells Cody to fight. Brock Lesnar lets go of the hold. He stands on Cody's arm and stomps on it. Brock Lesnar puts his hat back on as Adam Pearce gets in the ring and calls for more officials. So we go to commercial break. But one thing I gotta point out: Cody Rhodes. Why would they book this? This was awful booking between Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. That was awful booking. Why would Brock Lesnar call out an open challenge? That was bad booking. You know Cody Rhodes is going to lose at Night of Champions. But anyway, then we continue. So we go to commercial break. So we get Alpha Academy accompanied by Maxine Dupree versus the Viking Raiders accompanied by Valhalla. This tag team match, this was quick, but the Viking Raiders lose again. They take another L. Viking Raiders took another L. The bell rings. We are underway. Chad Gable and Eric start the match. Chad Gable goes for a leg takedown, but Eric overpowers him and stays on his feet. Eric with a forearm to the face, and he tags Ivar into the match. They double team Gable. Ivar with a right hand as the fans chant, "We want Otis." Eric is tagged back in, and he hits Gable with a splash in the corner. Ivar tagged back in, and he goes for the cover, but Gable kicks out. Gable with right hands as he tries to fight back. He tries to make the big tag he tries to make the tag, but Ivar grabs him, but Gable gets out of it and tags Otis into the match. Otis with a shoulder tackle onto Ivar. In comes Eric and Otis hits him with a back elbow. Otis with the body slam onto Ivar and a splash onto Eric in the corner. Eric falls to the mat. Otis with the caterpillar, caterpillar. Otis goes for a splash onto Ivar, but Valhalla moves him out of the way, and Otis hits the turnbuckles. Chad Gable tags himself in. Eric tags in, and he hits Gable with a knee to the face. Maxine and Valhalla argue on the outside as Valhalla chases her away. Ivar is on the top rope. Eric lifts but Gable kicks Ivar off the top rope. He rolls backwards onto Eric and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Alpha Academy. Once again, the Viking Raiders take another L tonight. Byron Saxton is backstage outside of Cody's locker room. Adam Pearce storms into the room as Cody kicks him away, telling him to leave. Back to we go to commercial break. Ginger Mahal cuts a promo on in this year saying the storm is here. So we get Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor coming by Damian Priest. This was a decent match. The bell rings. We are underway. A race lock takedown by Finn Balor, and he gets a chin lock, but Nakamura on Nakamura. But Nakamura gets out of it. Nakamura with a headlock takedown, but Finn gets out of it as he reverses it into a head scissors. Finn with several kicks, he throws Nakamura into the corner, but Nakamura comes running back to him with a knee to the body. Nakamura with kicks in the corner. Nakamura plays Finn Balor on the top rope, and Nakamura with a knee to the body, and Finn Balor falls onto the ring apron. Nakamura with a sliding kick, and Finn Balor falls to the outside of the ring. Nakamura throws him back in. Nakamura on the apron as he goes for a suplex, but Finn Balor gets out of it. Finn Balor distracts the referee as Damian Priest trips Nakamura off the ring apron and clotheslines him on the outside of the ring. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Nakamura plays Finn on the second rope and he hits him with a release German suplex. Nakamura face to face with Damian Priest as Damian Priest goes for a clothesline, but Nakamura ducks and gets in the ring. Nakamura with a kick onto Finn. He goes for the corner. He goes for the cover, but Finn Balor kicks out. Nakamura with their knees into Finn in the middle of the ring. Nakamura grabs Finn, but Finn Balor with elbows. He rolls Nakamura up, but Nakamura kicks out. Finn Balor with a sling blade. Finn Balor goes for a draw kick, but Nakamura with a kick to the face. Nakamura goes for the King Shamsa, but Finn Balor hits him with a double stomp. Finn Balor climbs to the top rope as he goes for the coup de grace, but Nakamura moves out of the way. Nakamura with a kick to the back of the neck. Damian Priest drags Finn Balor to the outside of the ring. Nakamura on the ring apron and he hits Damian Priest with a knee to the face. Nakamura with right hands onto Damian Priest. He clotheslines Damian Priest over the barricade. Finn Balor hits Nakamura with a drop kick and he throws Nakamura back into the ring. Finn Balor hits him with the coup de grace. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Finn Balor. This was a decent match. So we go to commercial break. So we get Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. This was a squad. This match was terrible. The bell rings. We are underway. Sonya with a knee to the face. She goes for the cover, but Raquel kicks out. A forearm to the face by Sonya as she climbs to the second rope. She hits Raquel with a knee to the face. She goes for the cover, but Raquel kicks out. Right hand by Sonya in the corner, but Raquel with a big boot. A twisted senton off the second rope by Raquel. She lifts Sonya up and hits her with the T-Jar bomb. She goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Raquel Rodriguez. This match was terrible. Chelsea Green gets in the ring, attacks Raquel from behind. They double team Raquel and as Shotzi runs to the ring. The crowd, when Shotzi came out, the crowd she gets no crowd reaction at all. But anyway, let me continue. She hits Chelsea with a kick, and Raquel hits Sonya with a big boot. Shotzi with a suicide dive onto them, onto both of them, onto them both, onto the outside of the ring. A WWE referee is with Adam Pearce. Backstage, Adam says he will talk about Cody later tonight. Comes Trish Stratus. She tells him tonight might be a good idea to have a no touch policy for their signing. Adam Pearce says there is a lot going on tonight and there is no need for a no touching policy. Commercial break. So we get the contract signing. Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. This was a good segment, but the six people were walking past like they didn't care about the segment. But this was a good segment right here. Becky gets in the ring first. She says they have business to take care of as she sits on the chair and signs the contract. She puts her feet on the table as Corey Graves stands in the middle. Trish Stratus' music hits and now she comes to the ring. Trish tells Becky she was eager to sign the contract, but she wasn't eager to come back to Raw when she beat her up. Trish says this is her first contract signing and she wants to enjoy this. Trish Stratus tells Becky she is cool and casual because contract signing are no big deal. She had many of them, but Becky has had many of them because of her. Trish, because of the work she did. She can do her Irish jigs in some Irish restaurant. and comes back to do her signing because of her. Becky Lynch tells Becky Lynch that she is the number one. She's still number one and will always be number one. She was number one from the time she walked into WWE, and it don't take her a broken nose to get there. Trish tells Becky that what will happen when she beats her at Night of Champions. They will make Trish it. They will make it Trish it, and what will happen to Becky without it, where she will be in a dark place and go through her stuff again. Trish tells Becky she has her figure out. She sees her weak spots. She is her own worst enemy. Fans tell Trish to sign it, and she tells them they don't have to tell her what she has to do. She tells Corey this is ironic because it's her first contract signing, but it's also Becky's last contract signing. Trish signs the contract as Becky is on the chair looking at her. Becky tells Trish that Trish is scared. She is scared. She saw her thing with Adam backstage. She tells Trish she won't hurt her. She wants her 100% for Night of Champions. Trish is scared that history will forget her. Trish has stayed the same and the fans number Trish for being better than she actually is. Becky tells her she needs to worry that she is back, but Trish wants her flowers. She tells Trish, "Thank you for being everything she hopes she never becomes." Because Trish is Trishy. She is all fashioned. Trish is cold. She is hot. She is trash, and Becky is not. Becky says that she will punch Trish in the face every single time, and she knows she can look in the mirror and knows she is not perfect. Something Trish thinks is Trish. She tells Trish that she has a career that Trish will only dream of. Trish has done things that will give her nightmares. And if she thinks barking like a dog is embarrassing, to wait until she beats her up a Night of Champions. Trish pushes the table towards Becky Lynch and leaves the ring. That was a good segment right there. Adam Pearce is on the phone backstage and he says Cody's arm is mangled and he cannot speak with Cody, and this is why he is calling. Backstage, commercial break. Byron is backstage with Raquel and Shotzi. He asked Shotzi why she went out and helped Raquel. Shotzi says she has a lot of respect for Raquel and has her back. Raquel says she found herself a new tag team partner. So we get Dominic Mysterio coming by Rhea Ripley versus Apollo Crews. I must say this match right here, this was a quick match. The bell rings, we are underway. Apollo with a forearm to the face, followed by a vertical suplex. Apollo with a gorilla press. He goes for the cover, but Dominic kicks out. Apollo climbs to the top rope, but Dominic trips him up, and Apollo falls to the mat. Dominic standing on Apollo. He grabs Apollo and hits him with a suplex and goes for the cover, but Apollo kicks out. Dominic with a headlock in the middle of the ring, but Apollo with the right hand, and he gets out of it. Fans chant, "We want mommy." Dominic runs to the ropes, but Apollo catches him and hits him with a fallaway slam. Apollo with a splash in the corner. He climbs the second rope and he hits him with a blockbuster. Apollo again on that top rope and he hits Dominic with a crossbody. He goes for the cover, but Dominic kicks out. Apollo lifts Dominic up, and he lifts Dominic, but Dominic lands on his feet. Dominic with a drop kick, and Apollo falls to the second rope. Dominic goes for the 619, but Apollo rolls to the outside of the ring. He grabs Dominic to the outside and hits him with a clothesline. Rhea gets in Apollo's face. Apollo goes around Rhea and trips Apollo up into the ring steps. Dominic gets back in the ring, distracts the referee as Rhea throws Apollo in the ring post. The referee counts to 9, but Apollo gets in the ring. Dominic hits Apollo with a false splash from more than halfway across the ring. He goes for a cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Dominic Mysterio. So we go to commercial break. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Matt Riddle versus the Imperium. And I must say, this main event, this was pretty good. Pretty good main event match right here. This was a pretty good main event. The bell rings. We are underway. Caster and Sami Zayn start the match. Caster with right hands, and he stomps on Sami Zayn in the corner. He goes for a right hand, but Sami Zayn ducks. Sami Zayn with a chop to the chest and a right hand. Matt Riddle is tagging, and they double team Caster. Matt Riddle runs towards Caster, but Caster hits him with a European uppercut. Vinci is tagging, and Vinci with several European uppercuts. Vinci runs towards Riddle, but Riddle moves out of the way and hits him with a kick. Riddle with a gut wrench suplex. Gunther is tagging, and both men are face to face. Riddle with a kick to the chest. Gunther with a kick takes Riddle down. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Caster with a suplex on Riddle. He goes for the cover, but Riddle kicks out. Gunther is tagged back in. He hits Kevin Owens with a big boot off the ring apron. Matt Riddle with a kick to the face onto Gunther. Both men are down. Caster gets in the ring, but Riddle throws him to the outside. Gunther grabs Riddle by the leg, but Riddle kicks him away. Riddle goes for the tag, but Caster trips Sami Zayn up. Gunther with a clothesline. He goes for the cover, but Riddle kicks out. Both men are up, and Riddle with a German suplex. Kevin Owens and VCR tag in. Kevin Owens with right hands followed by a senton. A German suplex by Kevin Owens. Vinci is in the corner, and Kevin Owens hits him with a cannonball. He goes for the cover, but Vinci kicks out. Kevin Owens climbs to the top rope, but Caster on the ring apron. Kevin Owens with the kick. Vinci hits Kevin Owens with the kick. Caster is tagged in, and they double team Kevin Owens. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Sami Zayn and Caster are tagged into the match. Sami Zayn with a back body drop. Sami Zayn knocks Gunther off the ring apron, and he hits Caster with the Machoku driver. He goes for the cover, but Caster kicks out. Sami Zayn runs towards Caster, but Caster hits him with a kick. Gunther is tagged in. Sami Zayn throws Caster to the outside of the ring. Gunther with a chop to the chest. Gunther goes for the clothesline, but Sami Zayn with a blue thunder bomb. He goes for the cover, but Vinci breaks it up. Riddle gets in the ring and climbs the top rope, but Vinci trips him up. Kevin Owens hits Vinci in the ring and climb the top rope, but Vinci trips him up. Kevin Owens hits Vinci. Kevin Owens hits Vinci with a stunner. Caster throws Kevin Owens to the outside. Sami Zayn throws Caster to the outside. Gunther with a sleeper onto Sami Zayn. Riddle on the top rope, and he hits Gunther with the floating rope. Vinci is tagging Sami Zayn with an exploder into the turnbuckle. Sami Zayn goes for the haluva kick, but Gunther grabs Sami Zayn's leg. Kevin Owens hits Gunther with the super kick, and Riddle throws him over the announcer table. Sami Zayn throws Caster to the outside. Vinci with a clothesline onto Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn hits him with the haluva kick. Kevin Owens is tagged in. Kevin Owens with a swanton bomb off the top rope. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle. This is a pretty good main event match. This was a pretty good main event right here. This was a pretty good main event match right here. That's all I was trying to say. Cody Rhodes is backstage, and then comes Triple H. They both sit, and he tells Cody he knows how angry he is. Cody tells him he knows what he is trying to do, and he understands. Triple H tells him he knows he understands it, but he needs to get him medical attention. Cody tells him he doesn't. Triple H tells him he can look at him at that arm and tell him it's broken, and he can tell Cody's face that he knows it's broken. and he knows he is afraid. Cody gets angry and tells him he has nothing to be afraid of. Triple H says if a doctor sees it and he is not clear, he will not be able to compete at Night of Champions. Cody gets angry. Triple H says he is not questioned for a second how tough he is. Triple H tells him to think about that year when he was injured. Cody tells him he understands, but what was worse of he came back to Raw and was a coward and didn't fight. Of all people, he should know. He tells Triple H. He tells Triple H he is going to Night of Champions and he is going to fight Brock Lesnar. Triple H pats Cody on his back, stands up, and leaves. And Monday Night Raw goes off the air. And Monday Night Raw goes off the air. And like I said before, Monday Night Raw was a decent show, and I give it a 4.5. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, because it was a decent show, and I give it a 4.5. But anyway, go check out my WWE Night of Champions 2023 preview predictions. Go check that out. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video, or go live on YouTube at every Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And this your boy, Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE NXT review and highlights. This your boy, Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. KFG crew, KFG Kings, Too Sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.